Ow. I think I burned myself. It's so hot.
Welcome back for another steaming, piping, scalding serving of hot goss.
It's our weekly chat show where we talk about things in our life, issues in politics, and things in our DMs.
So let's dive right in and get into this hot goss.
Oh my gosh. We had a busy weekend.
We did. We fully did.
Girl, I did the most. I went from Denver at Trax to San Fran Oasis to...
Really?
Yeah,
I did all that this weekend?
All that before.
Oh my gosh.
Gave Leo Forte blue balls, literally. And then
Wow, did you paint them?
I was wearing blue lipstick. And then it was Madonna night, so all the good songs were taken. So I just did True Blue with blue lipstick on and gave guys blue balls.
Oh, that's sweet.
Because that's how you make it work.
We love Leo Forte, friend of the pod. Yes.
But after that, we capped it off by seeing, it's good to support. I always try to go to my girlfriend's shows, so we went to a girlfriend's show. We had to. We can't not. She would have noticed.
Right, yeah.
She'd be like, where are they?
We went, of course, to Lady Gaga in Las Vegas.
Jazz and piano.
Yes, the jazz and piano version of her Vegas show. And she opens the show by saying, when she first pitched this idea, they were a little
skeptical.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Can't you just do the hits? And she was like, fine, let me do the show with all the hits. Mm-hmm. Bang, bang, boom, boom, dance, dance, dance. And then let me do a chill night with just jazz and piano. And she said, you know which one sold out first?
Jazz and piano.
Guess what?
I mean, she knows what's going on. She knows what's up. It's the fact that anyone would question her is appalling.
Right. And she knows what she likes.
And she knows what the fans like too.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen ever a misstep in her career. I mean, her brain works overtime. Mm-hmm. She has one of the coolest managers in the world.
Yeah.
Like literally we saw him after just chilling at her meet and greet with her, like just there.
Friend of the pod.
Bobby Campbell, we love you so much.
Do.
And it was so cool to like be walked through her museum by him and like just like to see all her costumes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you look up and you're like, oh, there's Gaga's Super Bowl descending upon us like fucking Spider-Man. So cool. I recommend anybody go to the park in Las Vegas just to see the outfits, get some cool merch, and see all this history. I mean, for the last decade, she's been at the top of the pop game consistently, and music in general, just like killing it. Oh, I'll do a jazz album. I'll do this. She fucking kills it. Oh, I'll do a movie and win an Oscar. I forgot that I'll put drag queens in, like she's the coolest.
Who is in it?
How dare you?
Tell us. Give us a name.
Shangela Laquifa Wadley.
My name ain't baby. It's Shangela. Miss Watley, if you're nasty.
She's got a podcast now too.
She has?
Yeah.
How is it? I haven't listened to it. What's it called?
I don't know. Probably.
It's just called Shangela. It started off as a Game of Thrones podcast, but now that's over. So
that didn't have.
She started as a Game of Thrones podcast. Work. Okay. Is Jennifer Lewis on it? I would hope so.
I mean,
Mother of Black Hollywood.
I love her book. Was amazing. Have you read her book?
I haven't.
Her book has so many anecdotes, and just about so many different people, about her lovely.
Shangela.
I love it. It's a simple title. It's called Shangela, friend of the pod. Shange.
Friend of the pod.
I love how on our outline it says private jet ? No, we did not fly in a private jet. I mean, it was a small plane. It was not a private jet.
You didn't feel private?
No, not really. It was a different flying experience, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Not Diamond.
They're called no,
Charters.
It wasn't Diamond. The service is called Jet Suite X. So it's sort of like Jet Suite is like a service that hooks you up with, this is not a paid thing at all, by the way. They should be paying us for us talking about it. But they sort of pair you up with like planes that are small that to give you that private jet feeling. And some of the planes are actually small private jets, like fucking 10-seat planes. This flight was not one of them. It was fine. I liked the flying experience because we flew out of like a really small airport. No security. No, it was Burbank.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, but off to the side of Burbank Airport. So you like go and there's no security. They just the customer service was really nice. They take your bags. This is not a paid advertisement. Can we reach out? I want fucking money for talking about it. I'm basically selling their product right now. But it was cool. It was like a 30-person jet. So it was like not really a bad seat. And just the short flight from LA to Las Vegas.
A puddle jump.
It was cute. The greatest part was getting the picture walking up the stairs to the plane.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that Lola didn't sprain her ankle angling out her Louboutin so we could see the bottom while she was entering.
Did she?
Girl.
She had to show the red.
She had to show the red.
Oh, my God.
God bless Lola.
I'll send you, Dip, I'll send you my picture too of going up the plane steps.
And me, I was just traveling on Delta, and I
traveling on Delta Diamante.
I entered and I said to the woman, "Can you please hang this in the closet? It's got some wigs in it that are styled. I don't want crushed." And she said, "Wigs?
I don't have a closet."
And she said, "Well, work." And I was like,
did?
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, thanks." I was like, and then someone else said, "Good for you." And I was like, "Oh, wow. Good for me."
I was with you when the woman put her hand on the closet door and said, "I don't have a closet."
We don't have a closet.
She literally motioned to, like, I'm looking at the closet. You're touching the closet. We don't have a closet.
Yeah, like, girl, I know what's in there. It's a closet. I've been on every plane Delta has. And you're saying there's not a closet? Well, that's just fine because I'm going home. And if my wigs get smooshed, it's fine. I'll be going jet suite next time.
What else is going on in the kingdom? I mean, I have to say, speaking of Lady Gaga's jazz and piano show, I sort of have felt that way as well, because Jeremy and I are doing a tour of Amethyst's Journey in the UK coming up. We're really excited about
Aliens.
it. Right. It's going to be really fun. But we've had to fight for it because it's different type of music than Alaska is typically known for.
There's less bass. And it's below 80 beats per minute, probably some of it.
Some of it, but
it's still great music when it comes down to it.
Yes. And so all I'm saying is we're going to fight for it to be really a huge success. And I think it's going to be worth it.
And when is it?
This is in July. It's July 3rd through the 16th, I believe.
Oh, a summer engagement.
Oh, yes. Full summer
How enjoyable.
Yeah.
And summer in England, gosh, I can't think of anywhere nicer.
The what? Does it get really hot? I love doing shows over there in the summer because the theaters themselves are just like hot boxes.
I did a Pride over there and I wore a jacket. It was still cold.
Oh, really?
England is like lateral with Maine, like hemisphere-wise.
Oh, good.
It's
brisk.
Brisk.
It makes for a nice tight tuck. That's what Raven said to me once at an early show in West Hollywood. It was like really cold in our dressing room, which was the handicap bathroom.
Yeah.
What was it? Here Lounge?
That one where everybody takes shits.
Yeah, we did the Sassy show.
Sassy Mondays.
And that was her dressing room. And we just sort of like were able to keep our stuff in there. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. And she said, I like it when it's cold. It makes for a nice tight tuck. And was totally serious and didn't look away from the mirror when she said it.
I would never look away from the mirror if I looked like Raven.
I know, true.
God damn.
Tivana St. James. We're going to come back with Dupree Davenport. We are going to be right back with some more.
Be right back. If you want to know what's really worth your time when it comes to losing weight, skip the guesswork and get weight loss by Hims.
Hims offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that now includes the Wegovy pill at its lowest price ever and the Wegovy pen, plus lifestyle tips to support you along the way.
Wegovy at Hims helps you regulate your appetite and eat less. Plus, Wegovy is the first ever and only GLP-1 available in a pill for weight loss, so there's no needles involved for he who already had Hims.
And with Hims, everything happens online. You'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary.
And they offer access to 24/7 messaging with your care team and in-app lifestyle and nutrition support, like recipes, meal plans, fitness videos, sleep content, and more.
You'll get a treatment plan personalized to you and unlimited dosage changes as needed.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/drag to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/drag.
hims.com/drag.
Weight loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com. Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you could do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
You know I love a Helix. I just got another one.
Feels like another one. And why wouldn't you? We love Helix.
Yes, not only is Helix a mattress that is so comfortable, but it also helps me get my best sleep. Help me sleep.
Help me sleep. Did you know a study Helix ran found that 82% of those involved saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle while sleeping on a Helix mattress? That is a big percent, okay? They've got high quality mattresses and a reputation to match.
I've been on so many mattresses from Helix. I've been on the Midnight Dusk. I've been on the Elite model.
Oh, yes.
I sleep cool. I sleep on my head. I sleep any way I want on Helix.
Exactly. And you don't want to miss out on this Memorial Day sale. Ooh. So here's how you get a Helix. You take the Helix Sleep Quiz, and based on your answers, they recommend one of their many different models. Mm-hmm. So if you like it firm, or you like it soft, or if you run hot when you sleep, Helix has something just for you.
And you can rest easy with seamless returns and exchanges. The Happy with Helix guarantee offers a risk-free, customer-first experience designed to ensure you're completely satisfied with your new mattress.
So do something good for yourself and get a Helix. Lay around all day, rest easy, and sleep well.
Go to helixsleep.com/drag for 27% off site-wide, exclusive for listeners of Race Chasers.
That's right. That's helixsleep.com/drag for 27% off site-wide.
Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they can know we sent you. That's helixsleep.com/drag. 'Tis the season. It's June. Rainbows everywhere.
That's right. And so we want to open this next segment called Let's Get Political. Political. I want to get political.
Let me see your hanging chad.
Hanging chad. This is a little segment where we get a little bit political. We are not afraid to go there.
We're not.
We're not afraid.
I don't think we'll alienate anybody.
Sometimes the truth has to be spoken.
Mm-hmm. Release the tea.
Thank you for taking some time to enjoy the view. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Of this opinion.
So there's a lot going on in the news at all times. It's a 24-hour news cycle, but it is Pride Month, and so we wanted to talk about gay pride and straight pride.
This straight pride movement is frustrating to me.
It's a real thing.
People say it all the time. They're like, well, when's straight pride? It's like, you're not a marginalized group. You don't need to be. Pride, it sounds like to straight people, oh, we're just doing it because we're proud. But we're actually doing it as a declaration that we're here and we're proud that we're here despite, what is that? Is that hair? That's hair. Sorry, that's probably my hair. It looked blonde.
There was hair, body, or face in my drinking cup.
Possibly all three.
As you're talking about a
pulling
really
pulling a weft out of her throat. Wow. It's one of those things. It's an act of rebellion and a declaration and an act of defiance at first back in the 70s and stuff. So
yes,
straight people never needed to do that. Straight people never needed to say, I'm straight and this needs to be accepted, because it always was. It's
yes.
So whenever someone says that, feel free to laugh at them, but then also educate them, please, because this isn't a laughing matter. People in our community are still dying, and this is a good chance to show people that we still have a long way to go.
Yes.
Just because you're allowed to be gay and wear rainbows and stuff, and you can buy them off Amazon, that doesn't mean we're done at all.
Yeah. And if you want straight pride, just go to a movie theater, open a magazine, look at a billboard. It's a society that is straight centric. And so there is no need for straight pride.
Much like if people say we need Caucasian pride or white pride, it's like you don't. You haven't been marginalized. It's the same thing. Like, straight people are everywhere. It's fine, We don't open up, Us Weekly and see a bunch of stories on couples who are gay. We see couples who are straight.
Yeah.
And it's not like they ever had to come out as straight and had to deal with, opening up that.
Losing their job, being thrown out of the house at a young age, being bullied or beaten the fuck up or murdered.
Having to turn to sex work for money.
Right.
Or choosing to turn to sex work for money. Then there's awful people who are still in power. I was just in Alabama 2 weeks ago at Bebop's, chilling and having fun and stuff.
Love Bebop's, friend of the pod.
Of course. There is a mayor down there who says about gay people, quote, the only way to change it would be to kill the problem out. I know it's bad to say, but without killing them out, there's no way to fix it. Somebody said that about gay people.
Like a politician said that?
An elected official, a mayor, said that.
Well, that's really troubling. And also not really possible.
Carbon Hill Mayor Mark Chambers, he was responding to a comment of his original post. It says, we live in a society where homosexuals lecture us on morals, transvestites lecture us on human biology. Oh, he listens to the pod. Baby killers lecture us on human rights, and socialists lecture us on economics. The fact that the abortion law is going to affect so many good people in Georgia if Disney pulls out and if Marvel pulls out. All these people are threatening to pull out, and some already have, of Georgia's booming film economy. And one of my good friends, Chad Darnell, he was a casting director at Central Casting for years, and he's put me on a lot of different things. He works actively in Georgia as a casting director, and it really hurts the industry that's there, that is filled with amazing people. I've worked in Georgia at least a couple times because I remember spending my per diem at Swingin' Richards.
That is a place to spend the per diem.
It was a movie with Jonah Hill. I forget what it was called, but it was about aliens, and I was cut, but I still get a paycheck from it.
Oh, work.
But like, there's a huge industry down there, and putting your money where your mouth is and pulling all that work might be effective, but it hurts a lot of people. So I'm kind of torn on what to do. But I definitely don't want to go to Alabama with this guy making comments like this.
Yeah.
And then he denied writing the post, and then he later backtracked, and he admitting he was responsible, but thought he was sending a private message, not a public post. So Mark Chambers, the Carbon Hill mayor, is an admitted liar and deceiver. I hope he does not get reelected, and I hope that this kind of hate eventually dies out.
Yeah.
Is that bad to wish that people die?
Well, I have to believe optimistically that that's not totally necessary and that people can change and
I don't want like
learn.
a violent death, just like in his sleep. Something nice.
Okay. No, I mean, that's if you feel that way, but I don't think it's necessary because I think that people can change, and wherever people are standing, I think they're capable of having an understanding of things they don't understand. Because you can't hate someone whose story that you know. So he just doesn't know the story. Like, he doesn't have the perspective.
He wants us dead. He said he wants to kill us all. How could you expect this man to change? And he's an old white man. He's one of the old white men probably that supported the abortion law.
I'm not saying I agree with him or what he's doing or has done is right, but I also
believe in change, which is good.
I would like to believe, because he's not just one person. He's one representative of a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I don't think all those people should be dead. I think that hopefully we can come to an understanding of each other without it having come to that.
Well, all these white men that made this Alabama law and signed it into existence are old white men, but the Republican governor of Alabama is a white woman, and she signed away all of her sister's rights, basically. I think they're trying
terrifying.
the rollbacks are happening, and if we don't stay on top of it, like, I'm not a political person, but I go to marches and I sign petitions when I can, but like, this is scary. I'm genuinely scared. 2 states have taken away rights that were there. Do you know how hard it is to roll back a civil right? They couldn't even roll back the marriage. When before Prop 8 happened, a bunch of people got married in California. They couldn't take away that marriage because it's extremely hard to roll back a civil right.
Right.
They took away the abortion right, though. They're doing it now.
Yeah, and more states are following suit.
I'm petrified.
Yes, there is a lot to be petrified about. And so you're exactly right. We need to be vigilant, and we need to make sure that we are registering to vote, and we need to make sure that we are voting.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Full on. No more slacktivism, guys. Get up and get out and be loud.
Hallelujah.
And listen to Shangela's podcast.
So that is a segment that we're calling Let's Get Political. I wanna get political. Make sure you fucking register. We'll be right back.
That bag is bulging.
Ooh, it's bulging. This is, of course, our hot goss mailbag.
So many mails.
So many mails in that mailbag.
So many mails, not enough mouths.
So let's dive in and get into some of these amazing notes that we've gotten in our stunning hot goss mailbag.
Now, this is a follow-up from last week from Justin. He says, "Hey, dolls, thanks for so much for breeding and responding to my question. My BF and I didn't break up over the brown face thing, but I appreciate the concern. Alaska..."
I'm relieved.
Why? wow. Thank God. Thank God we can continue on. This troll, if you don't remember, asked Alaska.
It wasn't trolling.
Girl,
it was a fair question.
It was a question which was...
called Justin a troll. He's one of our valued hot gossers.
Okay. I think he was making a statement in a few sentences, and then he'd made a question at the end. Well, what do you feel about it? It was very pointed. Anyway, Alaska, he loved your response and truly appreciated you taking the time out to reflect and acknowledge it, especially because it was of your own volition. And you could have totally skipped that question, but we didn't. We addressed the pressing issues. Now, to Willam, to myself, he wanted to mention for educational purposes that his boyfriend is Southeast Asian, specifically Filipino. You spell Filipino with the F? Huh. As is Fifi, who spells it with a PH, who I believe is Portuguese Filipino. Girl, this ain't 23andMe. I don't think we need this question anymore.
Justin continues on to say, my partner identifies as brown, and that's mostly the reason why he was offended by seeing Alaska use darker foundations. I get what you were meaning, though, ! But yeah, you can identify as Asian and brown at the same time, therefore making a brown face if you're impersonating an ethnicity in such a way. Love y'all so much, and thank you again for receiving my email with grace and being so rad about it.
See,
No, this is educational. We're having conversations that allow us to expand our minds and learn a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to Justin.
And I learned that Filipino has an F.
Hallelujah. We're all learning.
Look at us go.
Thank you for that stunning piece of mail.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I put that question first because of this next question is a gift for you.
Hey, gals.
Okay, our next question, it's from Andrew, and it says...
Hey, gals. Longtime fan, listener of the pod from the start. Love the extra addition today. Keep up the good work, loves. And here's a little D for William to appreciate.
Kissy face.
Kissy face.
Wait,
a dick? The balls, too, should be of note. Wow, those are some plums.
Pendulas.
Some plum smugglers. Oh, wow. That's a tangerine. Hateful eight. A hateful eight. Love. And the curve at the top, it looks like the details it looks like the hood of a Maserati, honestly, that curve.
Oh my God.
It is.
Okay. Well,
and I can see his underwear because they're pulled down and the underwear are clean. There's no skid marks.
Are they from Underwear Expert?
Oh, no, those are pink.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Andrew, for being a listener. I can't thank you enough
for listening with your penis.
We're interested in showing different sides of the pod, and so Hot Goss is a reflection of that. So thank you for joining us on this journey.
And by other sides, I mean lift up your balls so we can see behind them next time, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Shit.
All right. Well, our next note in the mailbag is from Charles. Dear Alaska, Willam, and Dipper, it's 1:30 at night and my daughter Zoe, who's 16, my husband Armando, and I just got back to our hotel from seeing your Drag Queen of the Year pageant. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, I remember Zoe. She gave me a bump.
Oh my gosh, stop that. I want to say it was one of the best times of my life. I know you probably get stressed, but none of us felt bored because the entire evening was so much fun and funny. I could have listened to you and Jackie Beat riff all night long. I just wanted to give you props as well for all the work you did to send a message about inclusiveness in the pageant community and say congrats for all the money you raised for the LGBTQ Center in LA. Props, and we are so glad we chose your pageant over the other production going across town.
Oh.
Shade. With admiration, the Garcia Balor family.
What a cute picture, too.
They're so amazing. Family.
Thank you so much, family.
It's a family affair.
I appreciate your attendance and you writing in and your listenership.
Yes.
And Zoe, just let you know, I'll fuck your dads.
Oh, my God.
They look pretty hot. Now, Amanda has a question. She says, what is your pet peeves when fans try to ask for autographs or pics? What if someone won't take no for an answer? I don't remember ever saying no right now, but it's my pet peeve is when, and I did it in Vegas a couple times this weekend, people would come right up to me and they say, can we take a picture? And the first thing I would say is, hi. And then wait a second. And I say, sure, we could take a picture. But you need, say hi to me first before you tran-bush me.
Well, that's Amanda goes on to say, one of my former frumpy friends?
I don't know how that managed.
Interrupted Willam's conversation for a photo, and he politely told her there is a meet and greet after the show. Yeah. This bitch held up her camera anyway and took it. And a cool side note from Amanda: I stood to the side like the questionable lady that I am, and Willam called me over for a photo anyway because I had one of his shirts on. Tell these hoes that you can be a fan and still have some fucking etiquette.
I will say something about that because that does look like I said no to that girl. But literally, when I'm at a club and I'm working and I'm doing a lap because I don't want to sit in the back room, I tell people, yeah, the meet and greet's after, because the promoter makes his money by people buying a meet and greet.
Yeah, it's the product.
To touch me and to take a picture, and I don't mind, and that's the rule. If I take pictures with everybody for free in the club before the show, like, it's one of those things where the promoter, I'm dicking him actively out of his coin, and his coin pays me. So I'm just trying to go with the flow on stuff. You know, it's not that hard. You know where I'm going to be all night. If worst comes to worst, wait outside the door. You know when I'm going to leave eventually. Yeah. I don't mind ever taking a picture because I know at one point no one's going to ask or care. So I say yes mostly. Vegas, we did it all weekend, you know. Yeah. It's weird. The only other pet peeve I have is when someone asks for a picture and another girl's on stage. I'm like, no, let's watch the show. And then after, I don't like that. I don't like taking pictures while another girl's on stage. Yeah, that's my thing. I usually just do I point to my eyes and then point to the girl and tell the people to watch, and then they wait till after. It's, you know, you don't want to be rude, but you also want to instill some general etiquette in people, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
I was having a hard time in Vegas, and I don't know why, because we were getting asked for pictures a lot. Of course, I mean, we got up in full drag and went to see a show at a casino. Like, of course, we're making a spectacle. We want people to look at us. We want attention, obviously. But I was having a really hard time getting in the mindset of being enthusiastic with taking pictures. They
were swarming though.
I still said yes to everyone because it's easier. It's easier to say yes. And you're right. There is going to be the only worst thing than a meet and greet that's too long is one that is too short or doesn't exist.
Oh, Candy musings on the Twitter. I'm in the VIP all alone and nobody asked me how I was feeling. Very that.
Aww,
bless.
That's sweet. So sometimes it's hard, but I do always try to say yes because I mean, it's a lot of excitement for that person, and for us, it takes 2 seconds out of our time. I think the thing in Vegas that was getting to me, honestly, was the fact that it wasn't like fans of drag or fans of us who were asking for pictures.
Straight people.
Well, it was people who just wanted a picture with the big shiny thing. Yep. And so they didn't know the etiquette of don't fucking grab and touch and put it on the flash. There was no prior knowledge or mutual respect going on. And so I felt a little like an animal in a cage. Remember that one lady that I still said yes.
There was a lady who pushed her husband almost. She's like, take a picture. And his face said, no. And he went to, the word weird was used. And we were
the guy behind us in the line.
Yeah, darling.
For the taxi line. We were having a trouble getting in the taxi line, darling. Vegas stresses me out.
Yeah, it's a lot. But my thing with people is when they come up to me and they're obviously clueless. They're like, take a picture with my friend. I first try to say hello. And then if they still go for it, I'm like, what's my name? If they're being rude. And if they don't know your name.
Say my name.
Or they can't talk shit about you on the internet, so you don't photo with them. Basically, if they don't know your name.
Right. And if it feels like a novelty photo that you're going to show to people and say, look at how crazy and weird and
George met some drag queens in
Right. If it feels like that's going on, it's still, but I still say yes.
I mean, it's easier. Now, we would like to thank you all for listening to Hot Goss. You can follow us on IG at Willam, at The Only Alaska 5000, and at Race Chaser Pod.
And yes, and you can also now follow our OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/racechaserpod.
And we might even be back next week with more Hot Goss.
Forever.
Hot Goss is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Mixed and mastered by Alex Sarche.
Our theme music is graciously provided by HEF Enterprises, Incorporated Limited.
This Goss is hot.